check. Stop. Up. Lock keys marked register. Lock keys marked register.
Hey, my lovable Angela and everyone else out there in YouTube land. It is me, Haley, back again. I was actually just thinking about it. Well, I've been thinking about it. And, you know, being transgender actually sucks a lot more than people realize. I mean, first you gotta kind of figure yourself out and realize that that's what's going on. And some people it happens early on, other people it doesn't happen till later in life. Me, as I said in another video, I kind of knew something was up, but really didn't put two and two together till, let's see, a couple years into college. And then at the time wasn't exactly sure what or how to go about doing that, and thankfully I have a cousin who I was able to go to about that. Who who's always been there for me, so I knew I could go to her about that. And then between, let's see, 2009 and 2017, with my health problems that had popped up, but yeah, that kind of had to get on the back burner. Well, that's actually one of the sucky parts about it. If you have other health issues like I do, and it's really best to get those under control first, because those hormones can cause more problems. And yes, I am prepared to deal with those problems if they arise. My sweetness, and I'll tell you about one of them. And thanks for that. And I'll be honest, my sweetness. Thanks for saying that message on WhatsApp the way you said it, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, I had to get, especially my migraines under control. And for the most part, they are, finally. And then, actually, one of my professors in college that I was pretty close to and was able to talk to about this stuff. I wish he was still I wish I could get back in contact with her. But no, she moved and lost contact. But even she figured out that something was up. And then I finally told her what was going on, and surprisingly, she had already figured it out. Without me saying a thing. I am not sure how. Although when you have a, although she was a, had a PhD in psychology, so the fact that she figured that out wasn't that surprising. And then one of the there are two big things that, well, there's several big things, but there are three big things that transgender people seem to run into. There's actually quite a few more than just three, but these are kind of the three I've run into so far. Friends and or family that don't accept me for who I am. I've actually pretty much quit talking to one of them. One of my friends, anyway, because of that. Um, we can really have fights with depression sometimes. Although I already had depression problems before, thanks to a couple things that happened in the past. But I'm sure in hell not going to talk about those. Especially one of them. Angela, you know what both of those are. And oh boy, is that a trigger point for me. That's why I'm not going to mention them. But, and the suicide rate is definitely up there for people who are transgender. There are others that I'm not mentioning here, like doctors that refuse to provide care and trying to find employment. Stuff that really shouldn't be happening these days, but do. But yes, that has actually crossed my mind a few times. And I've been able to fight through it every single time, and I'm still here. Matter of fact, my last time it happened was a few weeks ago. And that's actually when I finally came to the realization that I'm going to keep having this problem if I just don't look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, you need to be yourself, dodo bird. or in that case, I was like Dingleberry. To heck with what others think, or say, or do. To heck with anybody who. You need to worry about you and you. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say in this video. For the most part, but there is one more thing that I was going to say, and with hormone replacement therapy, HRT for short, there is one side effect that that's why I said what I said, my sweetness, about the way you said it on WhatsApp. Guess what HRT is going to cause? It's almost a guaranteed side effect of being on it. And yeah, sometimes I need that reminder that yeah, I just need to push through those migraines. Hell, I did it in the last 2 years in college. Why can't I sometimes do it now? And when I'm on HRT, I'm definitely going to have to do it. So, yeah. Thanks, my love. And I was going to ask you something in this video. My sweet, adorable, lovable, precious, beautiful Angela. Would you like to go on a date with me at some point next week? I love you, my dearest Angela. And everyone else, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you are watching this. Op 24 space. Lucky. Lucky Martin registered pre-R3. Op 24.0.3, 64-bit Windows profile, Jordan Scenes, untitled. Op 64C slash program file slash op studio slash bin slash 64-bit slash op 64.x. Exit ops load ops is currently active. All stream slash no enter button. Space. Op 24.0. Num lock off. Menu bar. Status bar. Scenes window. Sources window. Audio mixer window. Scene transitions window. Audio mixer window. Properties for desktop audio button. Num lock on. Exit ops. Op 64C slash program file slash op studio slash bin slash 64-bit slash op 64.x. Exit ops load ops is currently active. All stream slash recordings will be shut down. Are you sure you wish to exit? No enter button. Yes enter.